everyone, and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Wii U. I am BaaaaAAAHHhh, and today we are not going to finish off the game. Oh no, we've got some more hidden levels to locate. So first thing we're going to do is move on back to World 6-7, the Frozen Frenzy, and keep going into this part of the level. Make sure you have Dixie Kong with you, because otherwise you will not be able to actually reach the secret exit. And trust me, this is the hardest secret exit to actually get in the entire game. So get Dixie Kong, fly up by here, and go into the fantastic teleporter ring. And there's the exit right below there. Trust me, it took so long to actually find the secret exit. It is kind of like in the open, so it should be pretty easy to find, but you know me. But anyway, heading on back to Donkey Kong Island. This is the penultimate part, folks. This is the part before the finale. So in this part, we got 2 more levels to take care of. Both of them are actually extremely difficult. In fact, they're harder than what's meant to be the final level of the game, I find. So personally. So let's move to World 6A Dynamite Dash, and as you can imagine, this is a stage that involves a lot of dynamites, and you gotta go fast, as a certain blue hedgehog would once say. So to start things off, let's just go by here, and you see these switches. These switches sort of act like detonators to blow up TNT that can be found within the level. And basically you need to push them and go as fast as you can. On the TNT blocks that actually have light on them, basically the light on the TNT blocks will go from green to yellow to red. When they go red, that's your cue to jump off the TNT block, because otherwise it'll explode while you're on it, you'll fall into the pit, and it's not good. But overall, the stage is actually really tricky. This took me a good few attempts, if I remember correctly, to get right, because a single mistake will basically cost you your life. This is much harder than what is supposed to be the final stage of the game, which I've already stated before. And it's quite a shame, because I do love the final stage of the game. It's just, it seems to be pretty easy compared to what you'd expect for a finale. But I guess that's why these hidden levels sort of make up for it. But anyway, it's time to move on. Just spin and jump. Come to think of it, playing this game makes Donkey Kong seem kind of like a bit of a moron by doing that, but it's kind of like a brown Sonic the Hedgehog if you think about it, because whenever you got like Dixie Kong or Cranky or one of the other Kongs next to you, and you do the rolling move, you can basically just spin dash your way through, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, Donkey Kong is brown Sonic the Hedgehog confirmed. And you go quite fast while you're doing it as well, so you can't complain. But anyway, by here, be quick, because when you first go through these barrels, you'll set off the TNT, and setting off the TNT, as you know, is not good, so you do need to be quick. This is the hardest barrel section in the entire game, because it gives you literally split seconds to get through without dying. It's really difficult. And to finish things off, we also got a lot of vines. Well, no, we got a couple of zip lines in stage you have to basically go through. I think they're... Okay, I died there horribly, but I think the vines are more prevalent in the next level. I can't remember too much about the vines, but I don't think this section by here is the very last time we see them. Which is good, because I think the only real instance we've seen vines in, and that, the only instance we've really seen vines in this game is that one secret level that we played way back in, like, I think it was World 1 actually, that secret level was. My god. So needless to say, there's not many vine sections in this game, which is kind of a shame, because I quite like them. You could get some... I think they could have done some more interesting puzzles involving the vine sections. But anyway, don't worry if you fail to make the jump like I just did, because that icicle that falls will basically allow you to get that puzzle piece. If you want one. And if you... I still don't know what the puzzle pieces do, actually, if anyone wants to fill me in on that, because I really have no idea the point of those things. They're just there, it seems like. But of course, just go as fast as you can. You got to basically you need to try and get past all the TNT segments before the little spark touches the TNT, because otherwise the spark will set the TNT off, it'll explode, and there goes your platforms. But here you go, this is the final zipline section of the game. I was wrong, this is the final stage it shows up in. So I hope you guys like ziplines. Just the only bit of advice that I can do is hold down ZR whenever possible. Get a nice firework display as well to signify the end of the level. Ooh, delicious. And we got a much needed extra life as well, because I spent so many, I think I spent like 10 or so attempts to get the final boss correct. I wanted to get the final boss of this game in a really good run, so it took me a while to actually get a good run of it. Anyway, with that, we're going to move on to the second secret level of this game, which will be 6B. What's it called? I actually can't remember. Icicle Arsenal? I think this level wasn't too hard, actually. There's a lot of icicles that drop down from the ceilings, if I remember. And I have died a couple of times in this level, but then it's compared to the last level, this stage is pathetically easy in comparison. You can have a couple of issues here and there because you rush, like I usually do, but overall, not too bad a stage. Also, we've got a nice relaxing soundtrack for this level as well, which I like. It doesn't seem really fitting for this moment in the game though, because this is the final stretch. This is the last level we're doing before the final boss. So, I don't know. I think the music, although it's brilliant, is kind of unfitting for this level. Well, it fits in terms of like the actual level aesthetics, but it doesn't really sort of fit the... I don't think the music in the stage fits the climax, you know, the climacty? What's the word? It doesn't fit this point of time in the actual game itself, so I don't know. Either way, the tune is still nice. And for the stage, like I mentioned before, lots of icicles you need to dodge. These icicles can be a bit of a pain. And these background objects by here, they remind me so much of Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why, it just so reminds me of like these loops you can find in Aquatic Ruin Zone in the second game. I don't know. It's probably just me needlessly tying everything to Sonic the Hedgehog, because I can do that quite easily, but that pathetic death over and done with, we just continue onwards. Now, you saw the background sort of crumble, and you saw me panic and get hit because of that earlier. Like when I throw this watermelon balloon, and basically the entire structure crumbles in a second. Like so. You don't actually get crushed by that, so don't worry too much. Like, don't panic if you're underneath it when it's crumbling, because it's not likely you'll die. But only bit of advice by here I can give is to go pretty quickly, but use short hops. And this is that one enemy I mentioned previously where I have absolutely no idea how to dodge him, so I'm just like, screw it, I'll just go through him. I have no idea how to take that guy out. Is it possible? It would be... I assume it's possible, because it would be pretty bad game design if you can't get past him without getting hit. But, I don't know. Maybe Retro Studios was having one of those days where they felt like trolling the player. But yeah, this is the very final bonus room that we're gonna find in this game, and how well do I do? Do I succeed? I don't know. I actually can't remember if I succeed this or not. It would be certainly anticlimactic if I failed. Why must I do this thing? At least I think I got an extra life out of that, so I guess that's something. Like, those bonus rooms tend to give you a lot, give you a lot of extra lives, and don't do what I'm doing here. What you're meant to do is actually push the boxes down, but watch out because the ice is gonna crumble and it'll crush you like it did me. It took me so... I was not impressed when that happened, because I was like, oh, okay, it's time to move on. Boom. Oh no! Why would you do that? And I went to do it the exact same... I did the exact same thing a second time there as well. I have a bit of an issue with this game where I tend to sort of know something's bad, but I tend to repeat doing a bad thing anyway. Like, oh, this is gonna crush me if I keep rolling, but I can't help it. I have to roll. Ugh. It's my gotta go fast mentality that I've been trained with all these years. But a good tip that's probably a bit late in the game to give you is if you do a ground pound, you can actually stun enemies, which will allow you to easily hit them. It's probably way too late for me to actually mention that now, but you know, whatever works, as long as I get to explain it in the end. But some of the icicles you'll see on top of the ceilings, what you're meant to do with them is basically you're meant to ground pound the ceiling right at the edge where the icicles are. Like, you see me punch the wall and icicles will drop down, creating platforms for me to use. And you've seen me use that a couple of times in this... Wow. You've seen me use that a couple of times in this level. Still, you'll need to know how to do that though, because I think a previous level actually makes you do this. Or am I wrong? I think I might be wrong, because I don't remember having to have the commentator mention that, so... Unless I was just being ignorant and talking about my own thing, like that one time when I was going nuts about people doing LPs in foreign languages and having descriptions and stuff in English. It shouldn't be done, goddammit. But I digress. Be very quick here. The barrels... The icicles obviously are a major threat, especially in this particular segment, because you need to dodge the icicles using the barrels, and it is very, very difficult to do, because as you can see, you have to sort of go in between all the icicles. But this is the end of the stage. As you can see, we can't reach the barrel. What are we meant to do? Well, tilt the platform to the left and then do a rolling jump, and you should reach the barrel and finish off the stage once and for all, clearing our way to the final battle of the game. Oh yes, it's gonna be a delicious fight, I hope. So with that, folks, I'm gonna call it a bit of a part here, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I appreciate a like or comment to the video. Don't be sheepish, people. And when we return next time, we'll finish off this game. We are gonna end this. This game is gonna be completed 90%. So catch us all next time as we take on the Volcano Dome. Thanks for watching. See you after. Bye!
Oh,